Greetings folks, welcome back to the Awesome Lindsay channel. Today I wanted to show you how I did this shot. Okay, so what I did is made a little set out of things I found around our office. We have these little serving trays right here. Found a box of those, and what I did is I set them up. Tried a few different ways you can see in this time-lapse video here, and then I ultimately ended up with this look right here because I want to just like really clean, solid white, kind of geometric shapes and lines. Try to find some boxes or blocks, but this is all I could find, so use that. I also have a piece of foam core board sitting on top of a stool with another one of the boxes, and then these things as spacers to just get it up to level to here, because otherwise you'd have this table like it's shining through. You can see through the background. So this is the setup. And then as for lighting, your key light is this guy right here. It's shining through these two diffuse 5-in-1s as usual. It's close to the 5-in-1s to make a smaller gradient, to just kind of shine it right through in here. I have this other light right here that has a snoot on it, and that is shining just a little bit of light over here, just kind of add some interest. I also have a third light, which is this light back here, and that's just causing a little gradient. I have this close to the background as well, so the gradient is pretty small and then feathers upward. I had it shining against the wall, but then you could see all the texture and I didn't like that, so I put up a foam core board so it's really smooth. And then the last thing I was doing was holding this piece of foam core. If I put it right here, because otherwise you can see the edge of the 5-in-1s and sometimes the shadow of the C-stand, you'll be able to see that on the background. So if I block this light like so from shining onto the background, then it keeps that smooth gradient. So if I don't hold this board up, you get a line just from the edge of the 5-in-1s you can see. And then here's gonna be the final shot. I need to retouch it, but you have just a little bit of glow in the background from the background light. You see a tiny bit of glow over here where it's just a little bit brighter from that snoot. And then the main light is lighting up the whole thing. And it's also adding this kind of nice gradient along the bottom here, which I really like. So for the retouch, I'm just gonna let some music play and then just voice over what I'm doing. I did the shoot about 7 or 8 months ago at this point, so hopefully I can recall everything pretty accurately. But right now what I'm doing is using the clone stamp tool to just clean up the edge of the foam core, and just make it more of a straight line. So here I am just cleaning up some of the spots and things. I don't really have an order to my retouching. I just kind of fix problems as I see them. So and then here I'm bringing in a second image. This one's just a little bit lighter, and then I'm just masking things out and then bringing in the products, because I want the products from the lighter layer to show through. So I'm just masking those out so they'll show through. And if you see here this red overlay, that's your mask overlay. And the keyboard shortcut to turn that on is the / key. It's the key right above the return key and below the delete key. And if you just push that, it'll toggle on and off your mask so you can more accurately see what is being covered and what is showing. And right here, I'm doing some extension of the table, so it looks like it goes all the way off frame, and then I got rid of the C-stand off to the side as well. And I'm just doing this with the clone stamp tool. And then just sticking with the clone stamp tool, I'm cleaning up other edges and fixing other problems that can be cleaned up by the clone stamp tool, so I don't have to change out my tools so often. So in here I'm doing frequency separation, and instead of Gaussian blur on that layer, I'm just using the median filter, which is like a blur in itself. But what that does is it helps keep a little bit of the lines or the edges of things while still blurring, and this is really good for product photography. And here you have the final image. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, leave in the comments field. I'll do my best to answer them, and thanks everyone for watching.